Title: If you can't handle dating an independent woman, maybe you should find someone more submissive instead. Those were the last words she spat before storming out into the night. Her voice still echoed in my head when she vanished, leaving no trace behind. I searched, worried sick, imagining her lying in some ditch, hurt, calling for me. But worry turned to suspicion the day she reappeared, with a smirk on her lips and a lie burning in her throat. "I'm pregnant," she whispered, as if the words were a weapon meant to chain me for life. That was the moment everything shifted. I loved her, more than I should have. She was fiery, unpredictable, the kind of woman who walked into a room and demanded the air itself bend around her. Independence wasn't a flaw, it was the magnet that pulled me in. We laughed once, we planned once. Nights tangled in bedsheets, mornings heavy with promises. I believed we were building something permanent. I thought my loyalty mattered. But her independence wasn't strength, it was camouflage. A disguise for her selfishness, her recklessness, her taste for chaos. She vanished often, always with excuses. "I need space. Don't cage me." I let her roam, trusting she'd return. But then the patterns emerged. Late-night phone calls. Messages she guarded with locked screens. A perfume that wasn't hers lingering on her clothes. The night she snapped, accusing me of wanting a submissive woman, wasn't a fight. It was a deflection. She was already gone. Her body was present, but her loyalty sold off to someone else. When she returned with that smug announcement of pregnancy, I didn't believe her, not for a second. The timeline didn't match, and neither did the details she slipped up on. Doctor visits that never existed, symptoms she read off Google like a poorly memorized script. She wanted leverage. She wanted me trapped. She underestimated my patience. I didn't confront her. That would have been too easy. She thrived on drama, on the heat of arguments. No, I starved her of attention. I gave her silence. A silence that gave me time to prepare. First, I traced her movements. I learned the name of the man she disappeared with. His apartment, his car, his pathetic, predictable routines. Second, I pulled the threads of her lie. Quietly, methodically, I contacted clinics, checked records, followed her when she claimed to be at appointments. Nothing, not a trace of her name in any system. Third, I set the trap. Financial documents, screenshots, messages, enough proof to paint her betrayal in permanent ink. But I needed more than exposure. I wanted her to choke on her own lies. She pushed harder with her fake pregnancy. She cried, clutched her stomach, even waved ultrasound photos she printed from the internet. I nodded, pretended to believe, even placed a hand on her belly as if I felt a heartbeat. "Of course, I'll take care of you," I whispered. Her eyes lit up. She thought she had me. I proposed a celebration dinner, told her I'd invited family, friends, people who'd want to support us. She dressed up for the occasion, glowing in false triumph, thinking she had secured her cage around me. But when she walked into that room, the faces weren't congratulating. They were cold, watching. A projector lit up behind me. Slide after slide, her late-night rendezvous, her texts to the other man, photos of her slipping into his apartment when she was supposed to be with friends, screenshots of her fake ultrasound pulled from Google Images. Gasps filled the room. She froze. Her perfect facade cracked, shattering in front of an audience she craved approval from. And then, my final move. I revealed the letter from my lawyer. Custody papers for a child that didn't exist. Legal action against fraud. Every lie she pulled, documented, dated, witnessed. Her little game turned into a crime. She collapsed into her chair, mascara streaking down her face. You set me up," she whispered. "No," I said, calm and steady. "You set yourself up. I just let you." The silence afterward was heavier than any scream. People began to stand, disgust clear in their eyes. Her reputation, her charm, her entire performance of independence, it all burned to ash in that moment. The man she betrayed me with? He walked out too, muttering curses, realizing she had spun the same web around him. She had nothing left.
Not dignity, not allies, not even the lie she clung to. She vanished again after that night. But this time, I wasn't worried. When I think back, I don't feel bitterness. I feel precision. Every step I took was a scalpel cutting out the infection she tried to spread into my life. She once said I couldn't handle an independent woman. She was right. I couldn't handle her version of independence. Reckless, deceitful, parasitic. What I can handle is silence, control, justice delivered without raising my voice, and the satisfaction that when she thought she was playing me, she was already playing a game.